going to pour the angel food cake mix into a bowl. The second step is to add 2.5 cups of water. The third step is to stir. The fourth step is to pour it into a pan. Step 5, put it in the oven. Yeah. The sixth step is to bring 4 cups of milk to a simmer. The seventh step is to add heavy cream. The eighth step is to add vanilla. The ninth step is to separate 8 eggs. 10th step is to add 4 tablespoons of sugar to the egg yolks. The next step is to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to the egg yolk sugar mixture. Now, I'm going to add the egg yolk mixture to the milk mixture. Now, I need to cut the angel cake into square pieces. Now, I'm going to brush on sherry and strawberry jelly preserves. Now, I'm going to cut the strawberries. Okay, now we're gonna mix the raspberries and the strawberries together with some sugar. Now we'll put the custard into the fridge to cool. All right, now we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar and 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream into a bowl. Now we're gonna whip the cream. Okay, now I'm going to layer all the layers. This is the finished product.
Try it. You're supposed to make those bite-sized.
Sorry.
Flavor is excellent.
Provide a brief history of the dish and its relationship to your host country.
So the dish I made is the trifle, and it was started in the 1700s, and they would take ladyfinger biscuits and they would soak them in sherry wine, and then eventually towards the 1800s they started adding like whipped cream and custard and fruit, and then that created the trifle, and it's related to my country because that is where it's the origin of the dish.
Why did you choose the dish?
I chose this dish because it kind of seemed like it was easier to make, and I'm not a very good cook, and it looked yummy, kind of like a strawberry shortcake, and I like those.
Was it hard to find the ingredients? Did you do the grocery shopping yourself for the dish?
I did do the grocery shopping myself, except for basic things like sugar that we already had. Most of the stuff was pretty easy to find, but I did not know what sherry was, and I had to get some lady to help me find it.
Go over the basic steps of preparing the dish. Were they easy/hard? Did you understand the directions?
So first I had to make an angel food cake, which was pretty easy because it's kind of just like making a cake, but it was really fluffy and it got humongous, so I had to take it from like the smaller bowl into a humongous bowl, and then I made way too much. I made 4 pans. And then, so I made the angel food cake, and then I had to start making the custard, and that was pretty tricky. It started separating, and I had to have my mom's friend help me. And then cutting the berries was really easy. I just cut them up, put them in a bowl. And then making the whipped cream was also easy. I just put it in the blender thingy-mabob, and it mixed it all up. And then I just added each layer on top of each other, but the custard wouldn't really thicken, so it's a little soupy.
How do you feel about your finished dish? Did you like it? Did you share it with anyone?
My finished dish kind of looked a little ugly, and I was really scared to try it, and I didn't think it was going to be really good, but it actually ended up really good, and I shared it with my friends.
Would you make the dish again or order it from a menu when you live in your host country?
I would definitely not ever make it again. It took a really, really long time, and it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I probably wouldn't order it unless I really wanted some strawberries. but no, I don't think so.
Again, feel free to be creative and share any of your overall thoughts on cooking the dish and what it would be like to eat in your host country.
My overall thoughts on the dish was kind of took a really long time, and there are a lot more steps than I thought there were going to be. I do not think I'll be cooking it in my flat anytime soon, and I mean, if I got served it, I'd probably eat it, but I don't think I'd go out and buy it in my host country.